Hey, welcome to another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders here at the beautiful Whiskey Castle today. We got Josh here from Single Cask Nation. Very excited about this. Because Caitlin called us about us. Do you want them to come? Yeah, duh. This is not a hard question on this one, so I'm just going to turn it over to you because I know a little bit about you because I've been in ballers and make really good stuff in the balls, and we like to drink it. And everything else, I'm talk to you, let you talk about yourself and how you got into this and all those good things. So, what got you into whiskey and how'd you start this company?
Oh man, what got me into whiskey? That's funny. So what got me into whiskey was going to my synagogue.
That's awesome. That's the best answer I've ever heard. Okay, that works.
Yeah, no, seriously. It was after a synagogue service, and there's
Okay.
always Jews love to drink.
Hey, absolutely.
It's kind of in our DNA. And after the service, there was you go in the social hall, and there was like a congregant who had just like this, right? He had well, maybe not this many bottles. I think he had 5 or 6.
Still nice.
And I wasn't a drinker. I was in my 30s, and I just didn't drink.
Okay.
And but I was curious about it, and I said, "Oh, let me try some whiskey." And I said, "What should I try?" And he said, "What flavors do you like?"
Okay.
I said, "Okay, well," I said, "I don't know. What flavors do you have?" He said, "Well, do you like sweet? Do you like spicy? Do you like smoky? Do you like?" And I said, "Well, hold on. I didn't even know a drink could be smoky."
That's awesome.
And so I said, "Let me try the smoky." And so he gave me like in a little plastic cup, some Lagavulin 16-year-old.
That's a hell of a way to start.
That's my rabbit hole.
It's a good place,
right?
And good guy.
And so I took a whiff of it, and I took a sip, and I was transported back to camping with my dad.
Awesome.
And that was my rabbit hole.
There you go. Peter Whiskies. That Peter Scotch what really got me into Scotch was Lefroy. So that's I had like Glenlivet and Glenfiddich. They were fine. I like bourbon probably. Then I had Lefroy, and I'm like, oh, this is my home.
So your origin story is similar to mine then.
Yeah, I like it now. Granted, I started drinking when I was about 5. Simple fact is my grandfather made us make cocktails when we were kids, and so he's like, you have to learn how to drink. I'm like, okay. I mean, granted, you're 5, you're getting this much, so it's not like you're really getting a drink, but still, in the process and concept, you're just like, oh, it's so good, I got to go. So, but yeah, we used to make his Manhattans for him, and he'd have a jar of Manhattans we make every morning. Every morning, so we'd start with him when we go visit him. We were kids up in the summertime. Yeah. So then my other grandparent, they would drink, Wild Turkey and Sprite and stuff like that, 7 and 7s, things like that. But eventually they got into bourbons and scotches, and then it just started going to like this. And so, I ended up with this huge collection, decided to become a castle full of it. So
yeah, this is really something else. This is a sight to be seen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's why we're excited to have you here to bring ball. We have some Single Cask Nation, but nothing that we're having tonight have I had before tonight. Right. So I'm excited about that. So how did Single Cask Nation come about happening?
Right. So Single Cask Nation started. It was me and my friend, my business partner, Jason Johnston.
Okay.
And back in 2008, 2009 or so, both he and I had whiskey blogs, and it was
nice.
Right, it was during a time when there really weren't a lot.
Yeah, back then, no.
It was like there was, of course, Whiskey Fun with Serge Valentin.
Right.
There was Dr. Whiskey, like Sam Simmons.
Okay.
Which he, that's over. He's not doing that anymore, and a few others. And then there was us, and what we had found was on any given day, I had maybe 1,500, 2,000 people coming to my blog. He had the same number going to his blog.
That's cool.
Wanting to know what we thought about other people's whiskey.
Very cool.
To make a buying decision. And I just thought, well, what if we bottled our own whiskey? Because they appreciated our opinions, right?
Absolutely.
And we had all the confidence of middle-aged white men.
That's awesome.
To start a business.
Yeah, I mean, God, because really and truly, I guess you had a few in Scotland, but was there even another American independent bottler at the time when you guys started?
So there was the Wild Scotsman. Do you remember those bottlings? The Wild Scotsman. It was Jeff starts with a G. Jeffrey Topping. Okay. I think that's what his name was.
Interesting.
And he was doing bottlings for maybe 1 or 2 years, something like that. Okay. It was a bit short-lived. Jeffrey, if you're watching this, I apologize if I don't know your timeline exactly. And it was a bit short-lived, but then that was it.
Okay.
And then we had started it, so we're not the OGs.
Okay,
but
close and early on.
He cracked the door open, and we came charging in.
Oh, there you go. That works.
And then you know, that was almost 15 years ago now that we started it. So
really young in this business.
Definitely really young. And so we're not the first, but we're the longest standing, and we've definitely grown since we started as a fleggling company.
Fantastic.
So yeah, you know, as bloggers, we had the connections with the distilleries. They were sending us samples.
Sure.
We had connections with importers. Impex Beverages was big, right?
Yeah.
In fact, they began importing us from the very beginning.
Oh, very cool.
It was because of them we had the connections with Kilchoman and Isle of Arran.
Nice.
We were able to bottle a cask of Kilchoman, the only independent bottler to bottle Kilchoman and use the name.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's very cool.
We're the only one who's done it.
Okay. Awesome.
And we continue to be imported by them.
Okay.
And I used to work for Impex, you know, for about 10 years.
That's cool.
So,
all right.
you know, so that's how we started. And, you know, our first year, I think we bottled 3 casks.
Okay.
Aaron, Kilchoman, and a Benria, 17-year-old peated Benria.
Yeah, hell of a way to start. That's for damn sure. Good gosh.
But no one knew those distilleries at that time. 15 years ago, no one knew them.
You're right. No one had a freaking clue those even existed. That's a valid point. That is true.
Yeah. So year 1, it's 3 casks. Year 2, it's 6 casks. Year 3, it's 12 casks, right? It's sort of growing and growing.
Absolutely.
And then by the time 2017 came around, let me back up a little bit. You know, those first few years, the model was similar to the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, where you go online, you get a membership, and then we sell to those who have a membership, right? And then around 2016, 2017, a lot of liquid came online, where we had access to a lot of liquid,
right?
And so we said, well, with all this liquid online, maybe we can start a new range of bottlings.
Okay.
And so we branched out and we started bottling more casks specifically for retail. So we did online casks and then retail casks.
Okay. That's cool.
And then I'm sort of giving you the Reader's Digest version.
Hey, that's all good.
And then in 2019, we hired on Jess Lomas. She's based in Glasgow. She's our global international sales manager. That's her title.
Okay.
And she looks after all of our export markets. So Germany, Australia, Japan, Israel, Sweden, you know, all of these other countries. Cool. And so, yeah, you know, we went from this tiny itty bitty company
to international conglomerate.
Yeah. And, you know, now we're owned, you know, were 2 guys who started a company.
Pretty great.
Now we're owned by a larger drinks company called Artisanal Spirits Company. They're the parent company of Scotch Malt Whiskey Society.
Awesome.
So they're our sister brand. And now we have access to about 20,000 casks of whiskey in our warehouse.
Terrible thing to have.
Really tough. Just really quickly, if I slip up, if I swear, is that okay?
Absolutely.
Fucking great, man.
That's right. It's an adult show, and if you're offended by swearing, you're in the wrong fucking place.
Cool.
So
I just want to make sure.
No, it's fine. Like I tell people, I was like, look, it's an adult beverage for an adult show. Don't come to my show if you're going to be offended. Say hi to our friends up in Canada. Say Donald, and then Chris is here from Australia. Andrew from Oklahoma, and a few others I know that Andy says really loved your Virginia Single Cask Nation. Got a couple years ago. The thing was amazing. Awesome. I do remember that one. St. Dalton had a cool Ela one, and so lots of fun stuff. So in Alberta, some LGBO, all those fun places.
Eyes than I do.
Yeah, it's like usually I try to keep it a little closer, but we want to give you guys the cool castle background. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get like a closer view of that so you can see the damn thing. So what are we drinking? I guess that's the next important question.
Yeah, so we are drinking, this is one of our newer bottlings. Okay. This is our Tianinic to 15-year-old.
Oh, nice.
First 11 and a half years was in a second fill bourbon barrel.
Okay.
And then the final, do I have that math right? Let's assume I have the math.
I'm going to go with yes.
Then the final 3.5 years of its life in a recharred red wine barrique.
Ooh,
so it wasn't shaved toasted and recharred.
Okay.
Just recharred.
Just recharred. Okay. Very cool.
So you have all those wine sugars that are still in there, sort of recharred, right?
Yeah.
So
it smells amazing. Yeah. And everything you do is cask strength. Is that correct?
Correct. Every once in a while, we will dilute.
Just because it tastes better at that, or whatever.
Yeah, like rum. Like if we're going to get a cask of rum, like we always get rum matured in its place of origin.
Okay.
And so that will receive it. It'll be like 78% alcohol, And so
okay, like, maybe not that.
Let's bring it down.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I don't think I need 78.
Or like this one. This is our Wolf Island collaborative bottling. Like this was a mass-produced, like we released, 1,800 bottles.
Oh, okay.
But it was meant to be for a larger drinking public, and so we diluted it down to 48.8% for the more casual whiskey drinker,
that's
right?
Fair.
That kind of thing. So, but for the most part, we bottle full cask strength, and when we don't, we're transparent. We just let people know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's funny you mentioned the Scott Malt Whiskey Society. They actually called us like 3 days ago to come do an event here. So,
nice.
So you beat them to it. So good job.
Hashtag winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's great because you don't see a whole lot of red wine casks to begin with. It was just not my favorite, so I'm really glad we're starting with this. Well, it's a great choice.
Yeah, so we typically don't like red wine casks. Okay. And just to be clear, it is recharred, so you're not getting that wininess. All that wininess has been like burnt out by the char, by the recharring, I should say.
Would you know? Are you allowed to say like where the wine came from, or they got NDS?
I mean, if I knew, I'd tell you.
Okay.
I just
here's a red wine cask, take it or leave it.
Yeah, like
I know that's how it works a lot of the time.
Yeah, anytime we know the origin, we will say what it is.
That's cool.
Or if we know and we can't really say, we get as close as humanly possible.
Sure. It's kind of like some other brands. It's in a city. Buy this. There's a distillery there, type deal.
Yeah, exactly. It rhymes with schmagaschmoolen, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's delicious.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, the whole way to start. So where should we go next?
So, all right. I mean, are we going through this?
We're going to go through all of it because that way everybody gets to see. And hopefully, are these all available online and in retail? Or these just retail?
So that's a very good question. So all of these are only available via retail, but it's sort of interesting. Okay, cool. So these 3 that I'm pointing to here, like this particular packaging, this livery here is normally meant for online only.
Okay.
Where you see this packaging here is retail only. But we did a special deal with Specs.
Okay.
Where we sold some of this online, but Specs took the bulk of it. Okay. So anytime someone sees packaging that looks like this, that's online. Okay. And if you see packaging like this, that's retail. That's sort of the delineation.
Good to know for future reference. Did not know.
Yeah. So I think maybe what we should do is maybe we should just go down.
Works for me. We can make that happen.
Okay.
And obviously we'll do small amounts.
Yeah, definitely small amounts because
it's cask strength and it's going to lot. Small amounts for sure.
So I'm going to start us off. Well, not start us off, but continue us.
Okay.
We're switching over to the one American, one non-single malt, I should say.
Okay.
Whiskey on the table, and this is a 4-year-old. It says Indiana on it. It's the one time we weren't able to put MGP on the label.
That's hilarious.
We've put MGP, we've put LDI, we've put Joseph A. Seagram's on the label. Yeah. This was the deal. We weren't allowed to use the distillery name.
That's hilarious. Do they think that's so funny? It's like, who do you think made it?
Well,
I know there's technically others. I know, but we all know.
Yeah.
Plus, generally speaking, there's usually this flavor profile they go for. That generally has, it's usually fairly obvious.
Yeah.
So that's funny though. So what was their reasoning on this one?
So we didn't get this one directly from the distillery. We got this one from the broker.
Okay.
And when the broker purchased this from the distillery, their contractor
or
their contract read.
That's fair.
That
they can't. Okay.
And we're rule followers, so
sure.
Yeah. So you see this one says Single Batch Nation rather than Single Cask Nation. So I don't know if people on the screen could see this. So this is actually a marriage of 3 high rye bourbons and then one of their 95.5 rye casks.
Okay.
And so, like, for me and Jason, we are, how should I say this? How should I say this and be nice? Bourbon is my 7th favorite drink.
I understand.
We really love rye. And so what we wanted to do with this particular bottling is we wanted to try to bring bourbon lovers over to the world of rye.
Because rye is delicious. It's the correct way to go. I understand completely.
And so we gave this mostly a bourbon profile.
Okay.
But we added in 25% of the 95.5 rye.
Okay.
The rye actually, I think, kind of boosts the sweetness of the bourbon, but if you really pay attention, there's a bit more spice in here.
Yeah, there's definitely more spice.
Right? And I think this was bottled natural strength. What is it, 54.5? 53.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
No complaints on that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the brand is Single Cask Nation, but we like to play around. Like this Wolf Island that we'll be tasting is a marriage of 6 casks from one distillery.
Very cool.
You know, we like to blend when.
Oh yeah, when blending can make some magic. Absolutely. Peter White, good to see you there from Canada as well. For a lovely international audience that we always enjoy having out here.
That's great. Yeah, I mean we're distributed in Canada.
Perfect.
Through PWS Imports, so we have a lot going into Edmonton, a lot of good shops up there. So you said someone's here from Australia as well?
Yep, from Australia.
We're in Australia now too.
Awesome. So. See, perfect. So Chris, you can get it as well. So even better. And Chris, I owe you a text from yesterday. I'm sorry I haven't got it to you. I went home and passed out. It happens.
What's a typical day like for you here at the castle?
It depends. You know, I work a part-time accounting job for like 5 hours a day. And then a lot of times, sometimes I leave during the day to go work on account. Yesterday happened to be one of those days. Went out to Fort Worth to visit Johnny Walker's rep. Went out there, did that. Then came back to work for like an hour. Picked my daughter up from school. Came up here and did an interview with another brand. And then another rep came up here after that. So a lot of days are like that. They're crazy. And then there's nights like this where I go to work for 5 hours. And then we come up here and we'll do this till we'll party all night. So it's good times. So while we're educational, you know, an adult education facility, it is also a really good way to have a lot of fun. So, you know, and then we teach private classes as well. Like we've got one tomorrow. We got guys coming to actually study independent Scotch bottlers. Oh, so that's what they're taking a class on. So that should be a blast. Oh, that's fantastic. So there'll definitely be some of them in there tomorrow for sure. Oh, I love that. And I think a couple of them are actually coming tonight because they want double the fun. So it's even better. I'm like, sweet guys. Yeah, like 2 days in a row of independent baller. Can't beat that.
Oh, I love that. Cool. Man, it's nice to revisit this one. We bottled this a while ago, and I mean, it's 4 casks, right? So it takes a bit longer to sell out, and I think Spec sort of really spreads it out.
Sure.
Across a number of stores,
what are they, 20, 30 stores, Caitlin, the specs? How many specs are there approximately?
Over 250.
There's 250 specs?
250
Okay,
specs.
fine. I was nowhere remotely close.
Man,
sorry. Didn't realize they'd grown that many. Holy shit. Alrighty then. Well, good for specs.
Yeah. Right. And this is just an easy drinker. I mean.
Oh, yeah. The Hammerhead. Yeah, we'll pour him that later, Andy. Hammerhead. You ever had Hammerhead? It's out of the Czech Republic.
Oh, yeah. I have had that.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it's a peated. Is it peated?
It's a lightly peated Bohemian single malt. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. But yeah, he found me a bottle of that a few years ago. So our family's from Bohemia, so I was real excited to get one. Just to be like 300 bottles each. I'm like, please buy me that. I really need that for my collection.
Oh, nice.
So, you know,
there you go. Yeah.
one of those things, the Berlin Wall falls, and magic of there was whiskey behind it. It's just like, who the fuck's that? So, you know, it's so cool. All right. Sorry.
So it's funny. All 4 of these first few bottles are actually marriages of a number of casks. So this next one, look at the color.
That is dark as shit.
So this is from, This is from the North British Distillery. So this is, you know, I'm not going to say anything about this.
All right.
I'm going to.
I'm just see because they're saying 14 to see was just based on, you know, single grains that I've had some younger ones was not, but then you get to older ones and they're just magical. So I'm very interested to see how a 14. I'm not sure I had a 14 year before.
So we actually, the youngest single grain we've ever bottled was a 9-year-old.
Okay.
We did a 9-year-old Girvan from a first fill bourbon.
Do like Girvan. They have a much more buttery, rich single malt compared to a lot of the others I've found.
They do, yeah. They've got a heavier spirit.
Okay, that's definitely North British. Yeah, I gotta have a pour. So later tonight, I gotta pour you some really cool North Britishes, like a 29 and a 30 years, Invergordons and stuff.
All right.
We also go to nerd heaven here when people like Josh show up, so it's a good times. We've like Dr. Don's been here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in fact, he came twice. He liked it so much. Oh, dude, the guy's amazing. He's one of my favorite people in the whole world.
Oh my gosh, I spent far too many hours with him, just like dorking at.
Oh, it is. It's so dirty and so great. Absolutely,
absolutely wild.
I was like, you've come to the right place. You found your people.
Yeah, this was a very fun project to work on.
Oh, this is all over the place.
All right, I haven't had this in a while, so I'm gonna go in for the kill. Oh, wow. Yeah. Right? Oh, it's like chocolate and caramel. It's like going into a Milky Way bar.
Most like mouth coating single I've ever had. Like, holy crap.
So this is a marriage of 3 North British casks that were kind of short.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot of liquid in them.
Makes sense in the color then.
And we had just received in a full container of Spanish oak sherry casks from Miguel Martin. He's like the only cooper in Jerez, in Jerez, Spain, that has access to Spanish oak. Ooh, it's a protected species,
I do
right?
love Spanish oak. Oh, yeah.
And so this is XPX sherry Spanish oak.
Oh, jeez.
And so
explains a lot,
right? And so we only had this. So this whiskey, this single grain started off this color.
Holy crap!
And then it spent 14 months.
That's only 14 months.
14. That's
holy shit.
Spanish oak for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta have you try some later night. Remind me, I've got a Virginia, the third barrel they ever filled. It's a Spanish oak in the back. I need you to try.
Oh, Virginia Distillery.
Yeah, Amanda was here a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, she's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, she texted me when she was here.
Oh, okay, nice.
She texted me from here.
Oh, awesome.
She said, "I hear you're coming to the Whiskey Castle." Yeah. Okay, that's great.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm trying to think. There's also this really deep char, but also comes to smokiness to it and that, of course, there's that PX and that sulfur level that's just great. It's that perfect amount of funk that I just really love.
Right.
And I just like really dirty whiskeys in general. So,
yeah,
it's delicious.
For me, this was just like biting into a Milky Way bar. It's got the nougat, the chocolate.
Dude, this with candy would be magical.
I just want to put this over vanilla ice cream.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good. It's kind of like you get parents come to the door for a trick or treat, one for the parents, one for the children. Obviously, the children are not good in the business. So,
yeah, please drink the whole bottle responsibly.
I used to, when we were taking my kids when they were younger, we would rock on the neighborhood with red Solo cups full of alcohol. Hey, they don't know what's in it. I already go on trick or treating. That's bad enough. But this way, it made trick or treating great.
That's Halloween in our neighborhood. We just hang out in our driveway.
Perfect.
And we just drink. Parents come by. We got beers at the ready.
That's awesome. I love it. You're out. I see you need another beer for the rest of your journey.
Exactly.
That's great. No, this is really, really spectacular.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Absolutely. Oh, so good.
Yeah, that was nice. We didn't think it would come together so quickly. 14 months.
I'm blown away by that with 14 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Ready to move on?
I'm ready.
All right. So now we're back in the U.S. This is Copperworks.
Ooh. Okay.
So American single malt. Have you had much Copperworks before?
I've had like 2 ever. Hey, Kaylin, would you let Jeff in? He's allowed in. He'll be quiet.
So this one was actually a marriage of 2 casks from Copperworks.
Okay.
And if I'm being very honest, when we tasted the two casks separately, we didn't really enjoy them by themselves, but together it was like Wonder Twin powers activate, you know?
Whoa,
yeah,
that's wild. Holy crap.
And it's just, they're single malt, new charred oak. There's nothing else going on there.
Really?
Yep.
It's like Gushers.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like the inside of a Gushers. And this is interesting, like almost like a star fruit, a little bit of passion and guava in there. Ooh, that is wild. Yeah, I've only had Copperwork twice prior to this.
Okay.
Because somebody brought one to one of the Somm classes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm very interested to, is this all profile or totally different or just magical things happen when you blend things together?
No, I would say that this is definitely on profile.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sure, because this was our first bottling from them. So usually our MO when it comes to collaborating with a new distillery is we want to highlight what we think they do best. So we want to highlight their DNA, right?
Whoa. Oh, there's another. I'm trying to place what this is. It's a tamarind fruit. That's what it is.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, real bright. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's really good. That's good call on that one.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's fun and funky. I like it.
Oh man. Oh, now I can't untaste tamarind. That's really well done on that. Really well done.
Wow, that is fun.
Yeah, it's really wild. You know, they come at it from a brewer's perspective.
Okay.
You know, so they really pay attention to their fermentation.
Okay.
But there's no hops at all. And some people say, "Oh, there's hops in this, right? Like they distilled a hopped beer."
Yeah.
Nope. They just come at it from a brewer's perspective. And
so do they use brewer's yeast most likely?
They are using brewer's yeast.
Okay.
Right. So that's helping out. But yeah, there's no hops at all going on in here. But it's got some of that funkiness that you would get from.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, never had anything like that. That is definitely the most unique whiskeys I think I've ever had.
Oh, I love hearing that.
That's cool. That's one of those ones, man, you can sit around for a long time. It's got to keep changing on.
Right? Yeah.
Ooh, that is fun.
Yeah, I kind of lump these guys in with Westward. They have sort of that similar style. I mean, they're very different, but I think they approach
conceptually.
Their whiskey conceptually.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, that was a nice revisit.
Yeah, that's cool as shit.
Yeah. All right.
I do love the label of this next one.
Yeah, so this was, here, try to get this one up on screen. So you can see there's a sheep there with a little clapboard on there that says Take Two. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. So this was a collaboration with the Water of Life film. Have you seen that movie, The Water of Life?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've done 3 collaborations with them.
Oh, nice.
The first one was a single cask of Highland Park. And then we did 2 of these, and both were from the same distillery. I cannot tell you what it is, but I can tell you the makeup.
Okay.
It's 6 casks of whiskey from a distillery that's located on an island.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you which.
Okay.
So 6 casks, all first fill bourbon.
Okay.
5 of which are 7 years old, unpeated.
Okay.
1 of which is 9 years old, lightly peated.
Okay.
Married together at varying ratios.
Okay.
And diluted to 48.8% alcohol because we wanted it at a crushable ABV.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Yeah. So let me just clear this.
So it looks like Chris and Andy have been to Copperworks, so that's cool. Glad you guys enjoyed their great single malt up there. That's good. All right. So I'm very, this is a fun label to begin with, and then it might have some really fun distillery that I might enjoy it.
So as you can imagine, everybody tries to guess.
Of course.
And a number of people have guessed the right distillery.
But you just can't tell.
I can't tell. A number of people have guessed the wrong distillery.
It's all right.
But
there's only a handful on the islands. You could pick them all. You got, by that point, you got like a 20% chance, no matter what. Let's go that way. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it was this idea, when the Water of Life film first debuted, I want to say it was 2021 or 2022. I think it was 2021.
Something like that. Because I know it was like COVID was going on when it
COVID fucked it up.
Yeah, because I knew we were like, hey, you want tickets? And you could show it, like, you could show it kind of like online to people. It was a weird
It was a weird time, right?
Yeah.
We can all agree that COVID was a weird time.
It was bizarre.
But when it first aired, like, in a major sense. It first aired on PBS on Father's Day to the tune of 2 million people, which was kind of massive. So when we released this, we wanted to do a larger number of bottles.
Sure, it makes total sense.
And we kind of figured, okay, a large number of those people aren't going to want to drink 65% alcohol whiskey.
And that's also valid.
Right? But we also didn't want to dumb the whiskey so far down.
Sure.
So we said 48.8.
It's still a good proof point.
Good. And like we also, this is something Jason and I do for every single bottle.
Okay.
When we put a whiskey together, or if we select a single cask, the number one thing we focus on from a taste standpoint is the texture.
Okay.
So
I like that.
Like when we taste this, even though it's 48.8% alcohol, for people who are scared of anything over 40%,
sure,
you're going to have that richness and texture that's going to protect your tongue from that higher ABV. So we knew, we were confident that this would help those people that were a little skittish about
it's totally fair,
an ABV that was high in their opinion,
Yeah, and that might also be their first time to get, it's only lightly peated. It might also be their first time with peat as well after watching that movie too. So it's a good place to start somebody off and not freak them out with some of the higher peated, some of the other distilleries.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. It's a nice one you could just sit around and really enjoy. Here in Texas, a beautiful summer day. It's a cooler whiskey compared to the other stuff we have. So,
Yeah, I think there's a really nice balance here. It's got enough smoke to sort of boost up the fruitiness on the spirit.
I'm certainly thoroughly enjoying it.
That's good to hear. So far, you haven't poo-pooed a whiskey.
No. I like a lot of whiskeys. Shocker, seeing around the room, right? But then again, if one does suck, I will definitely tell you it sucks.
Please do. Please tell me.
There are certain ones I have no problem telling you that it's horrible.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I would respect your opinion.
But I don't think we're going to run to that this evening. I'm pretty confident in this based on the things I knew were coming and the surprises that showed up. I wasn't really concerned about that being a problem. It's like, a bunch of distilleries I love. Cool. So, it'll be just terrible. I have to try them all. Then Caitlin called me. Oh, wait, can we do 3 more? No, of course not. That's a horrible idea. Well, we want to do 3 more.
I think the other point of it too is, right, like everything that you're tasting is shit that we would drink.
Yeah, exactly.
We bottle the stuff that we fall in love with.
You know what? It's a great thing to hear because there's 2 distillers like, I want to drink this shit, but someone needs it at 40%.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'll pass on that crap.
Yeah, like it may sound funny, and I'll mention this in the class tonight, but like we literally do not think of the consumer when we bottle a whiskey.
I like the way
we only think of ourselves.
That's awesome.
Because that's who we're bottling for.
I mean, ultimately, you're right. If you're not going to drink it, why the hell? What's the point in bottling
because, this is going to be our next whiskey. There's 229 bottles. We have to please 229
Which is not that many people, considering the population of the earth, let alone the Scotch drinking world.
And it's not to insult people, but so long as we're sticking to our guns and bottling the stuff that we would be proud of.
Absolutely.
I mean, whiskey drinkers are not a monolith.
No, they're not. Exactly. Totally agree. All right. So plus you brought like the really fun, nerdy shit tonight that I'm like, Flood was probably the first time tonight after the master class to have these.
Well, we can thank Caitlin for what's being
good job,
brought.
Caitlin.
She brought the nerdy.
She also knows what I like, and she knows the people that come here. She's been here and hung out enough times to know these people will appreciate these things, and it's just cool shit. Yeah. All right, so we got the Altavane.
Yeah, because we started with the Tianina.
Yes.
And so now we're back in what's likely your happy place, definitely my happy place.
Absolutely.
Single malt Scotch whiskey.
Definitely.
So we started off the Tianinic 15-year-old that was finished in a recharred wine cask.
Okay.
This Altavane was also finished in a recharred red wine cask.
Okay.
Right. So keep that in mind as you're going along with this. Now, I think I may have given you too much. Now,
I guess I'll just have to drink it.
Where the Tianinic was 3.5 years in that cask, this Altavane was 6 years in that finishing cask.
All right. Now, is it the same cask or just happen to both be red wine casks?
They just happen to be both red wine casks, right, which goes to show you North British, 14 months finishing. Tianinic, 3.5 years. Altavane, 6 years. It's not about the time.
No.
It's about integration.
Right.
Right.
And from a color perspective, very, very different. That the 14 months by far darker. It's slightly darker than the 3-year, but still not crazy much darker.
Still not crazy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is naughtiness.
Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah. That smells like the happy place for sure.
Yeah, this is another one where if I could be convinced that like I'm going camping with my dad again. This is like,
for sure.
Going hiking up trails and stuff.
Oh, good God. Oh yeah, oh yes. That's definitely awesome.
Yeah. It's nice to be reminded why you bottle shit.
That is definitely why. That is funky and dirty and amazing.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Alan's not here tonight. You can see if they're supposed to be here. I don't know. I don't know who they are. There's a lot of new people coming tonight. Yeah, that is gorgeous. Like, yes, please. Dirty, funky, moss in the woods, playing in the mud.
Right.
Yes, please. Every day. This is fantastic.
Do you get autumnal things here in Texas?
Do you get a what?
Autumnal things.
Not really.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish, but not really.
Okay. See, for me, I live in Connecticut, and so you get the fall leaves, you get the dampness, you get the rotting wood, and
you have to really go north.
Okay.
Where we have 2 seasons, hot and cold. Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad we're pouring this one.
Absolutely. So our regular door guy's not here. It's his wife's birthday.
All right.
Thanks, Julie.
It's only going to get more fun from here.
Oh, all right. Darn.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I'm really going to be roughing it. That's what I was hearing.
All right. So,
good.
Yeah. All right. So the next one, actually, this Altavane is a Specs exclusive.
Okay.
And so is this one as well. This says Blackspoke Bridge.
Okay.
Which obviously is not a distillery.
This is correct. It is not.
But if you were to bring up the Google machine,
yes,
you would find out that there is a bridge called Blackspoke Bridge that is located in Speyside and is somewhat equidistant between Glenfarclas.
Imagine that.
And a distillery that is not Glenfarclas.
There you go.
And I will leave it there.
Exactly.
So this is a 12-year-old that spent its first 7 years in a first fill bourbon barrel. That's how we received it.
Nice.
And then it was put into a first fill Spanish oak Oloroso hogshead. So still more wood from Miguel Martin.
Jeez. All right.
Right?
Awesome.
And the idea here is, we bottled whiskey from this distillery that was in first fill bourbon.
Okay.
Because sometimes you want to zig when they zag.
Right, because they generally don't do these things.
Right.
Exactly.
And then sometimes you just want to highlight what this distillery does best and then put it on steroids.
I like that plan
and that's what this is.
Ooh.
Now we have bottled whiskey from the Glenfarclas distillery and put Glenfarclas front and center on the label. That was in 2016. That was in collaboration with the distillery, with George Grant.
Okay.
And we even had the distillery logo on there. Like, it was a full collaboration.
Okay.
And they just don't do that.
No, they really, almost never.
They don't. And so, that unfortunately that relationship went away, and so we can't use the distillery name anymore.
Okay. Oh well, I guess we'll have to just drink the whiskey. Yeah. Terrible thing to have to do.
Yeah, it just really shows the robustness of the spirit character.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is 64.5% alcohol.
It's beautiful.
And I would argue there's so much richness in texture.
Absolutely.
That I think it doesn't drink like that.
No,
personally.
It doesn't. But it does taste like a library book.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. It tastes like
it's old library books.
It's like a used bookshop.
Right? Absolutely. Yeah, what about half a mile down the street from here? It smells just like that place.
There's also like salted black licorice going on there as well. Yeah. So I mentioned, earlier on when we were talking about this, that, first year, 3 casks we bottled, then 6 casks and 9 casks. We're now at the point where we're bottling close to 100 casks per year.
Wow. That's a lot.
One of the independent bottlers that I always looked up to was Adelphi.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they talked about bottling 100 casks per year.
Nice.
And to be at that level,
it's pretty cool.
I pinch myself.
Yeah, I bet.
It's kind of insane.
That's awesome.
To going from tasting a whiskey at my synagogue,
right, to
changing
100 casks.
Yeah, it's like it's.
So really what did you do prior to doing this then?
So I was sales and marketing director for a manufacturer of industrial storage products.
This sounds way more fun.
This is a lot more fun. But if you needed fastener storage,
there you go. See, you got that going for you. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. This is really, really, really fine stuff. It's tough to bottle a bad one. There's a brightness as heavy as it is on the nose. There's like a brightness to it.
There is. And now it's reminding me of like those like the licorice Nico wafers.
Do you like Nico wafers?
I like the black ones a lot. The licorice ones.
Man, now I'm starting to question you.
No, the rest.
That is like.
See, the problem is they don't taste like they used to. See, you go 30 years ago, much better. Today's product sucks.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, if you go like those old school ones from those are the ones you get like New York.
Yeah.
Way better ones you get here.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, it was weird because I remember we didn't get them when we got them. I was like, oh, these don't taste like I had as a kid. Oh, yeah, they're not what they used to be, unfortunately, at all.
Oh.
Yeah, if you compare it to today, no, I would say not like the old school 30-plus-year-old Nico wafers.
Okay. See, I was always a jujube kind of guy.
Those are also delicious. I do like them.
They don't make them anymore.
Really? They stopped making them?
Completely discontinued.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, my entire family is up in arms about it.
All right. Yeah, someone should be shot and killed over this one, clearly. Whoever discontinued that, find them, hurt them badly.
All right. We've got 2
left, and then we have people who do a real master class here in a little bit. Of course, if you're lucky enough to be here down in Texas this evening, it'll be great here at the Whiskey Castle. I know people are starting to show up, so we'll wrap up with 2 more of these, and then we'll have dinner, all that fun stuff, and then we'll have Josh talk to everyone about all these amazing whiskeys.
So now we're going on to our Ben Nevis tenure.
Oh, darn. Ben Nevis, yeah, that's going to be rough.
Yeah. Do you have to twist your arm on this
one of my favorite distillers in the entire world, so no.
6 years in first fill bourbon.
Okay.
4 years in first fill Spanish oak Oloroso.
Awesome.
Does it make sense that we like Spanish oak?
It does make sense. One of my favorite things you guys ever bottled was a 6-year Ben Nevis in the Amato Auto Cask.
I saw it up there.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite whiskeys in this entire building.
So do you know that was an Amontillado Gorda cask?
What does that mean?
So a Gorda is the largest size cask legally usable within the Scotch whiskey industry. It is a 700-liter cask.
Okay.
We got 768 bottles out of that cask. And it is such like a body-shaming name. Gorda in Spanish means fat.
Well, it makes delicious whiskey.
It does make delicious.
I'll take fat barrels on you to make the whiskeys taste like that.
All right. So Ben Nevis.
I know a lot of people in the chat are huge Ben Nevis people. So they're going to be sad they're not. Hopefully they can get a chance to buy one of these at some point.
So distilled in 2014, bottled in the fall of 2024. Did you know?
Oh, it's Christmas whiskey.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's drink it, and then I want to drop a little Ben Nevis knowledge that you may already know, but
people may not.
People may not know.
Oh yeah, it's just totally like you said, the fall, but this is more like winter, Christmas.
Yeah. This is like a fruit cake.
Absolutely, nice cinnamon and spice. Like this is by the campfire out in the woods while it's snowing. Oh yeah.
Jason didn't for years. My business partner Jason did not like Ben Nevis. I had to just keep on feeding him Ben Nevis after Ben Nevis.
That's
after
terrible.
Ben Nevis. I know. He finally came around.
I'm glad to hear. Yes, absolutely. Exactly, Jason. I knew Jason once you heard the word Ben Nevis, you'd be around. Magically appeared when Ben Nevis
Jason
was mentioned.
Coates, I know that name.
Certainly possible. He is in all the nerdy stuff like this. You probably would not be surprised.
Yeah. Okay.
He's as much of a ridiculous Ben Nevis fanboy as we are here, for sure.
So this one we put on our little label. We always have truncated label notes. See what it says there?
Oh, that's very cool. Let's see.
What does that say there?
Right
at top.
Chocolate. They're not wrong.
Yeah. So one of the interesting things about Ben Nevis is they were really, you've got about 140-ish distilleries, malt distilleries in Scotland. And they were like the last of the old guard to use a brewer's yeast.
Okay.
And in 2018, right, whiskey was growing.
Right.
And Nika, their own products, which uses a lot of Nevis, was growing.
Yes, it was.
So they needed more production.
Okay.
Brewer's yeast is not a very efficient yeast.
Right. Not for making whiskey.
So in 2018, they actually switched from a brewer's yeast to a distiller's yeast.
Interesting.
So exactly. So I think it's going to be really interesting if you love Ben Nevis to take a look at some of their products from pre-2018 to post-2018 to see actually what that yeast does to their distillate.
Should be very interesting.
I think it's going to be kind of fascinating because Ben Nevis has always been that funky whiskey.
Right. It's always the one that's like, the dead mouse in the wall kind. So we always
man, is it that funky?
I've got some that are. Some that are so dirty.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite notes to find. It's like, that's when it's the real stuff.
Yeah, you're not really selling it for me.
I know. It sounds terrible. It's delicious. Wait, this is all chocolate, but then there's also this really cool root beer note to it as well.
Yeah, for sure. I get sarsaparilla.
Yeah, it sounds like that's just sarsaparilla. Is the next thing to say.
We have a lot growing just outside in front of our yard. In the back. We have my old house is in the front, but in the back we have sarsaparilla trees. Nice. Right, cool. So you just break open those leaves and you get that scent, right?
Yeah, there's sarsaparilla. There's even little bit of birch and stuff like
sassafras.
that. Yeah,
I didn't say sassafras. I meant sassafras. Sorry. So birch. Yeah.
Yeah, good birch beer, which is very hard to find down here.
Oh, we have a birch beer brewer in the next town over. White birch beer.
That sounds fantastic.
Yep, Fox and Hatton Farms.
Oh, I like that a lot. That is
I
delicious.
like it.
Absolutely.
So the next one, if you like funky whiskeys,
I do like funky
it's gonna
whiskeys.
blow your fucking mind.
All right, that's what I want to hear.
Right? So this is a 12-year-old Kalila,
Okay.
final 2.5 years in a refill toasted French oak barrique.
This should be interesting. All right. Do love Kahlua.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
All right. We'll go
Just
from
wanna leave
there.
it
All right. Ooh.
And I don't know if this was a Specs exclusive. This may be a Specs exclusive as
Okay.
well. Caitlin can better answer that.
She's hiding over there.
Is the Kalila 12 in French oak an exclusive?
I know they bought most of it.
They bought most of it. Which means now I need to make room for 2 bottles in my bag.
There you go.
It's so weird to not have bottles
Of your own
of
product.
my own.
That is wild.
Very strange.
All right. So it's totally dirty feet in a good way.
In a good way, right?
Oh, yeah. This is super dirty.
Yeah, for me, this is like wet leather wallets.
Oh, good God.
Yes. See? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's a good leather wallet.
I've never had a Kalila like this in my life.
Yeah, it's
Ever.
like you fell down in the woods and you're like licking the mud. Like dirty old leather. That may be the filthiest Kahlua ever. Man, there's some people here I wish were here tonight. They're out of town, unfortunately.
But it's still Kalila.
Yeah, but it's
The
still
cask
Kahlua.
isn't
Yeah, there's
hiding
still
it, right?
obviously Kahlua. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funky.
Yeah.
So everybody that gets to try this tonight, I'm going to be very excited. And but out here on the internet, hopefully you guys can enjoy this evening. And I know we're going to have a really good time here in a little bit, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
So anything else people need to know about Single Cask Nation before we sign off?
Let me see. What else? Oh, can I plug our podcast?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have a podcast. For those who don't know, we have a podcast that's been running 9 years now called
Okay.
One Nation Under Whiskey.
Nice.
So whiskey without the pesky E. We don't use that. So you can look for that. And we're also on YouTube if you want to look at our handsome mugs. And yeah, we have our bottlings online here in the US. We have our bottlings on retail shelves. And if you're in Australia, if you're in Canada, if you're in Japan, Israel, Germany, soon Singapore, Taiwan,
Nice.
and a few other countries, you will be able to find us.
Yeah, Donald's hoping that comes, especially this Kahlua, hoping there's somehow a chance that came to Canada.
That did not come to Canada.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Or what about not to Quebec either? So we're sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Good news, Donald. When you come down to the castle from Canada, you can try it here.
There
We'll
you
solve that problem for
There
you.
you go.
So, all right, Josh, great to have you here. We'll see everybody next
for
week.
having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.